Om Sai Ram. The nature of Parabrahma. Sripada Srivallabha says, Anaghalakshmi, who is the combined form of three Shaktis, which is Mahakali, Mahalakshmi and Mahasaraswati, is my Shakti form. She is in the left half of my body, and in the right half of my body my Trimurti form is there, which is a combined form of the three gunas. All this creation is present inside me. Creation, protection, amalgamation, retreat and gracefulness all keeps happening relentlessly. Every particle is the solidified form of letters. All the letters have vibrations and they are all mantras. This form of sound, which has vibration, is the form of Mahasaraswati. The power solidified is the form of Mahalakshmi. The power embedded in that is the form of Mahakali. If I am Shakti now, I will be the Shakta the next moment. Jagat Mata is the symbol of endless compassion, and Jagat Pita is a symbol of strict divine justice. My fatherly form decides and strictly implements the inevitable consequences of karmas. My motherly form will show compassion and pity on devotees who have completely surrendered to me. Even if the child does a great mistake, the mother takes it as a small one. Even if a small good deed is done, the mother will give great fruit in return to the child. Learn that I am the father, I am the mother and guru for all this creation. I decided to remove the doubt lingering in your mind. You have a doubt on how Vasavi has become my sister. Previously, when I was born to Atri and Anusaya, while Anusaya was swinging me in the swing, she thought, all are male children only. Not even one girl child who was born with the cute features of Datta. As she was a great Pativrata Stri and her desire was very intense, it materialized immediately. When the swing moved to one side, the form of Datta was seen, and when the swing returned, the form of Vasavi was seen by her. While she was wondering whether it was a dream or Vaishnav Maya, Atri Maharshi came and said, Anusaya, after doing hard penance to know the real form, which was the source of three murtis with the three qualities, we could have Datta as our child. I realized that this was the Guru form, which was the source of the three murtis. This indeed is the form of Lord Narayan. When the same form takes the female form, it becomes Kanyaka, which is nothing but Adi Parashakti. They both had been brother and sister from the beginning of the creation. Oh, what a wonder! Then he was immersed in meditation and saw my form as the concentrated consciousness. He also saw that this was the form of Ambika also. He also understood that it was decided by me that before manifesting as Sripada Srivallabha, I should come as Yogamaya and take the form of Vasavi Kanyaka. On the request of Atri and Anusaya, our forms got separated and Ambika tied Rakhi to me. The form which was born as Datta to Atri and Anusaya is the same Sripada Srivallabha in Kali Yuga. This form is existing before the manifestation of all the other forms of Datta will be hidden. The form of Adi Parashakti existing before all her other manifestations is the same as the Vasavi Kanikamba form. So that form also is hidden in Agni Tattvam. The dharma of man and dharma of God are different. To see this auspicious form of Ambika, one should earn great merit. There is a reason to call all of you here today. My form, being endless supreme consciousness, is not bound in any form or name. I decided to stay in a still form like the limitless dynamic ocean without waves. There is no difference to me whether I am in a form or I am formless. So I decided to hide this form starting today. Vasavi, let me know your wish and opinion. I felt unhappy to see Sripada's form being hidden so early. Mother Vasavi, in the divine auspicious form, looked at Sripada Srivallabha with praying looks and said, "My most revered brother, as there is no difference to you in being formless or having a dynamic vibrant form, please remain in this Sripada Srivallabha form for some more time and then you can hide it. Have mercy on real aspirants so that they will be able to see this divine auspicious form of yours. Keep this form hidden from the cross without having any difference between places and times. If you want to take the avatar again, you can take a new form and body. In that case, if you wish, you can show grace on your devotees from Samadhi when that body rests in Samadhi." For that, Sripada Srivallabha replied like this: "The decision for the birth of Narasimha Saraswati. O Vasavi Ambika, the embodiment of all the auspicious qualities, may your wish be fulfilled. I will remain in this body of Sripada Srivallabha for 14 more years till I attain 30 years of age. Afterward, I will disappear. To revive the sannyas dharma once again, I will take birth as Narasimha Saraswati and remain in that incarnation for 80 years. Afterwards, I will stay in intense penance for 300 years in Kadlivan and conclude my incarnation in Prajnapur under the name Swami Samarth. In the form of Avadhutas and Siddhas, I will perform miracles and incredible sportive plays with my limitless divine virtues and make the people follow the righteous path." Sripad spoke sweetly. Swami showers grace on a foreigner and names him. After remaining in meditation for some moments, he called Virupaksh and said, "My dear Virupaksh, a white man from Germany reached Kurunagadda, overcoming many difficulties for my darshan. This golden divine palace cannot be seen by others, so he is searching for me. Go and bring him here." I wondered how a white man could come to this place, which is so difficult to get to. Virupaksh then bought that white man. He became extremely happy with the darshan of Sripada Srivallabha. He held Sripada Srivallabha's lotus feet and cried heavily. Sripad lifted him up. The nectar of grace was showering from his eyes. Sripada Srivallabha's form has limitless power and limitless love. His heart has the love of millions and millions of mothers. Sripada Srivallabha addressed him as John. He looked into John's eyes with piercing looks. It appeared that he was giving him initiation through the eyes. After some time, he touched John's forehead between the eyebrows. With that sacred touch, John experienced a divine ecstatic pleasure. Then Swami told all those present there to look into the sky. One big number appeared in the sky with a divine glow and in Devanagari type. He said that it was Jnana number of Sri Chitragupt. Sripada Srivallabha said that the number would become most important in the future centuries. The number is
17301683173717572721. Sripad said, "This is the number of the universe." The meaning and the inner meaning of this number will be understood by people who try to understand the nature of matter according to the levels of their intellectual state. Sripad was talking in Telugu, but John understood it. John was questioning in German language and Sripada Srivallabha was answering him in Telugu. What a wonderful thing! In the vicinity of Sripada Srivallabha's, every moment was filled with his plays, his Leelas and miracles. All the knowledge and scholarship are at the feet of Sripada Srivallabha. Sripada Srivallabha said, "When I was speaking in Trilinga language, John understood it in German language. Each word I spoke was being translated into German and John was able to hear. There is nothing which I cannot do for the sake of my devotees. There is nothing which I cannot lift, and there is no problem which I cannot solve for them. People who believe me by mind, action and speech, leaving all other dharmas behind, are really blessed people. When my grace is flowing on you, all the other Shaktis in this nature give positive, auspicious vibrations. You can take it as my promise. There is nothing which I cannot get in all these 14 bhuvanas. Even if you are following your own righteous path, if you remember my name, I will protect you like the eyelid protects the eye. I am the embodiment of love. You will know me through love only." The star Dhruv is important for the constellation of the 7 rishis. Learn how Dhruva got Dhruv Padam. He did penance for Lord Narayan with a wish to sit in his father's lap. After having darshan of Lord Narayan, he lost the desire to sit in the lap of his mortal father. Lord Narayan gave him the place of Dhruvapadam. He also allowed Dhruv to sit in his lap. The Lord of the universe graced Dhruv by allowing Dhruva to sit in his lap when the child actually desired deeply to sit in his mortal father's lap. In Kali Yuga, Dhruv is the Lord Jesus Christ. The editor's note: in the Eastern wisdom teachings, Dhruv is described as a devotee of Lord Vishnu, who became the polar star because of the intensity of his spiritual aspiration. Dhruv is the principle of the polar star and the polar axis from north to south through the space globe. Seen from this point, Dhruv is positioned higher than the Great Bear, the 7 rishis or other constellations, and thus he is sitting in the lap of his father. The story of Dhruv is describing the consolidation of the axis at a time in cosmogenesis when the earth was still in mental form and had not yet solidified to a material form. Dhruv, taking birth as Lord Jesus, as described here, has a symbolic meaning hinting at Jesus' great determination and focus towards the divine as his father. In Kali Yuga, Dhruv took birth as Lord Jesus Christ. He believed that God was his father. I will grace you in the same thought in which you worship me. Sri Vasavika Nikamba gave her power to Maria, the sacred soul. Dhruv was born as Lord Jesus Christ to Mary, even though she was a virgin. Jesus Christ was not born by the physical union of father and mother. Know that Jesus Christ repeatedly called Shriman Narayan as his father. Shriman Narayan is none other than Sripada Srivallabha, who is present in front of you. O Siddha Vaishya Munis, chant the Vedas in the presence of my sister Vasambika. With the sound of your sacred chanting of Vedas, the result of bad deeds of people in the coming centuries can be destroyed. Sri Nagareshwara and Vasavi Ambika like the chanting of Vedas very much. The white man who is in our presence by chance will be born in the next birth in the house of good Brahmins who are Veda scholars in the Himalayan region. He will become a yogi and will reach Shambhala village. You drive away the evil powers present in the polluted air with the sound of sacred Vedas. Thus Sripada Srivallabha told them. Siddha Vaishya Muni's Veda Gosha was completed. Sri Vasavika Nikamba, Sri Nagareshwara, Virupaksh, the Kusuma Shreshti couple, and Siddha Vaishya Munis entered the Agni and then disappeared. Sripada Srivallabha then blessed John, and John said, "It is good to have a book on Sripada Srivallabha's life history." Swami replied, "In the coming centuries, in accordance to your wish, Sripada Srivallabha Charithamrutham will come in German language also." He assured John and sent him. He ordered me to enter the gross body again. Saying so, he went to take bath in the confluence of waters at Prayag. He then disappeared. My dear, today, that is Friday, May 25th, 1336, is a sacred day. Shankar, tell me the experience you had in meditation. Sri Palani Swami asked Shankara Bhatt in this manner. The speciality of Shiridi Sai Baba's manifestation. I said, "Oh, most respected Sri Palani Swami, when I was meditating, I saw a monk in the attire of a Muslim. He was often uttering the sound Allah Malik. He was sitting under a neem tree. He must have been 16 years old. He told an old person who came for his darshan that I am a Nanak Pandhi Musalman. To a different person he said, I am a good Brahmin born in Bharadwaj lineage. He told another person, this is my Guru Sthan, and people who worship me here on Thursdays and Fridays will get good luck. Sri Palani Swami, throughout my meditation, I had the darshan of that young sannyasi only. I did not get the darshan of Sripada Srivallabha. Some people came and started digging at a place under the neem tree where their young sannyasi sat. There was a small cave inside. Inside that, 4 lamps were glowing intensely on the 4 sides. After some time, that young sannyasi came there, had the cave opening closed again, and said, this is my Guru Sthan. Nobody should open it. Sri Palani Swami, I did not understand the wish of Sripada Srivallabha in granting me this type of darshan in meditation. Om Sai Ram.